Welcome back to my video. Today I am turning myself into the one and only Ian Somerhalder, aka Damon Salvatore. I'm obsessed with the Vampire Diaries, but I was an OG fan. Like, I watched the premiere, the pilot episode, because it was like the first thing after Twilight that had vampires in it, and I was definitely a Twihard. Not gonna lie. Team Edward. Anyways, I am definitely Team Damon. I was Team Stefan, but you know, if you know, you know. So I am going to start by blocking out my eyebrows. We're gonna take my handy dandy glue stick, color set powder by Meron. So what I'm gonna do is find a spoolie, and I'm gonna spoolie that. My mirror is right here, and I'm blind. So I can't see. So I have to be like this, because contacts don't work for me. My blue eyes are too sensitive. So I'm going to start by brushing them up, like so, like that. Any Tabitha fans? You know, like so, like that. Okay, this glue stick is kind of like dried out looking. Anyways, we're going to glue them up. Gluing them up. And then I'm gonna spoolie through them to make sure that every strand is getting coated with glue. And you know what? I might need a new one because this glue stick does not seem to be. I have a lot of brow. I apologize. Actually, I don't. What is that? This glue is like not the tea. I don't ever really pluck my eyebrows or get them done, so I always have a little extra love on them, so don't judge my spare hairs. Okay, and then when they're dry, do I look crazy? Do I? Okay. When they're dry, I'm going to take my little and I'm going to powder it with my color set powder from Meron. And just a little. You just need a little bit. That might have been too much, but you get the gist. And then you're going to fold it together and kind of get it all over the puff. The good thing about this is, like, if you put a lot on, it lasts like a lot because the powder stays on the puff. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take a nice little fluffy brush. I'm going to take this Real Techniques one, or I think I don't know, I got it somewhere, but alright. Just going to dust off that powder. Alright, let those sit for a second. So my face is already primed. I used my Milk Hydro something primer, whatever. Put the top back on here because that could have been real bad. So the palettes that I'm using today are this Meron concealer palette, Revolution SFX palette. We got the Lip Bar Mini Fairy Princess eyeshadow palette, Manny MUA Life's a Drag palette. I use this for a lot of my stuff because he just has the perfect neutral shades over here. And then if you needed that pop, I don't really use these, but I definitely use that first section. And then I have a Morphe contour palette and blush palette, Kylie blush in Crush, which is like more of a natural one. Then I have the Morphe 305-3 Fierce by Nature for a lot of the shadows that I'm going to do. So I am going to take the SFX palette and color correct my eyebrows because they're going to have to turn into skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little shade right here. I have no idea what the shade is called. but we're gonna go with it. And I'm gonna take a little Eco Tools blending beauty blender with some scissors. Alright, I'm gonna take my powder puff. I already have product on it. And just kind of go over it one more time. And then I'm gonna let that sit. So now we're gonna go into foundation, and he is a vampire. Actually, I'm gonna use the shirt, this one. My favorite episodes have to be the first like 3, because my favorite line is in the 3rd one or 2nd one, forgot, where Stefan and Elena are first meeting, getting to know each other. And it's that famous quote. And I know I'm Team Damon. Yes, I am Team Damon all the way. But, okay, here we go. I found it. Oh my god. It's like, we met and we talked and it was epic. But the sun came up and reality set in. That is my favorite line. 10 years later, we found it. Favorite quote from the Vampire Diaries. And then, after that, I don't even remember. It's been so long, I would have to go back and rewatch it. Fun fact, me and my best friend went to Covington, Georgia, where they filmed. It's this little town in Atlanta. It's about an hour away from Atlanta. It's called Covington, Georgia. Cute little town. Has the clock tower. Everything is there. Cemetery, Elena's house, the Lockwood Mansion. We went and visited all of it. I'm gonna place some pictures around the screen. Let me tell you, that is a trip worth taking. For one, it's super cheap. You can stay at the hotel where Stefan and Elena were staying at, or Stefan and Caroline, somebody. We didn't stay in that room because we didn't know about it until we took the tour. So there's this tour company called the Vampire Stalkers. And what they do is they have tours for the show. So they go everywhere. So this is for the Legacies, the Originals, and the Vampire Diaries. You can go on tour. The Vampire Stalkers company has a store right next to the clock tower. And the cool thing about Covington is that everything was filmed in the square. So it's literally just Covington Square. And most things were filmed there. The Mystic Grill, you can go eat there. Underneath, downstairs, is another little shop for Vampire Diaries. And all of them. Vampire Diaries and the other ones. So, highly suggest that you go do that when we're not in a pandemic. So what was really cool about that is we went there to watch the last episode ever. So they had a screening of the last episode. It was freezing cold. We actually ended up so cold that I couldn't even focus. But it was totally worth it. Totally worth it. I highly. Well, they're not gonna do that again, but I think they did it for the Legacies. One of the season 1. The season 1 finale, they did it. And actors actually went to it. So I got to meet Micah Parker, who I had already met. Okay, so I've already met all of them at a different convention. So the only ones that went was Chase Coleman and Micah Parker, and those two. One was a werewolf. They were both werewolves, I think. And they were just the young, smaller actors on the show. And then Julie Plec, I think, was there, the creator. I think she was there. I don't remember. Yeah, she had to have been there. And I really don't remember who else was there. There was none of the big stars. They did have Damon's car out, which was really cool. And they had memorabilia and stuff like that. So it was such a really cool experience. And then I cried my eyes out watching the show. The last one, this is the one where Elena came back for the episode. and she had that horrible wig on. Okay, so now I'm gonna start working on his eyebrows. Now, yes, you can see my eyebrows, but you're gonna freaking ignore them, okay? Because they're just too thick and I cannot get rid of them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna dig in to this black and brown. Well, I'm gonna start with the brown. We are getting there. Okay, so I'm gonna be working on the eyes now. I kind of got the cheeks done. The nose, I just like, it's really hard for me to do other people's noses because my nose is so small. Which, like, I'm not complaining, I just... Okay. This is the best it's gonna get. I'm gonna go back and add the wig. I added some mascara because he has like these like beautiful eyelashes. You can hear my cat meowing. I'm gonna go put the wig on. Okay, this is my Damon Salvatore look. Pre-teeth and pre-blood, pre-vampire. I'm gonna take a picture and then edit it because my eyes are not as blue as his. And just a few things. Got the teeth on. Okay, gonna use a little bit of blood. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's take some pictures. Thank you so much for watching this video. I can't talk with these things on. I tried my best. I think I did pretty good for trying my best. I'm definitely not professional when it comes to turning myself into other people. I just have a really small face and a small nose and stuff, so it's really hard for me to do other people. But if you're a fan of the Vampire Diaries like I am, I have the whole collection. I have of DVDs, like I have everything. I've been to like 3 conventions, or maybe like one, actually I think it was like 2 conventions with them. I've met all the cast. Like, I'm obsessed with the Vampire Diaries. So this was really fun for me. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. We'll see who's next on the spooky train. Bye! Do I look like him? His mouth? I think I gotta go in the shower now. Bye!